Good afternoon, guys. I was just talking to this really nice man. I asked him when he was supposed to bring his boat in, how long would he keep it out? And he said this is a county marina, and they have to have their boats out by November. If you don't ask questions, you don't learn. I love this location. It's beautiful. So I'm walking on the dock. I thought this dock here went across. I was going to walk in a circle. I usually walk on the other side, and it don't. It's absolutely beautiful. Lasting flame. It's, you know, I know the water's gorgeous when it's sunny out, and beautiful and bright, very peaceful and beautiful. When it's kind of gray out, the water's so still. Look how glass-like the water is. Isn't that gorgeous? So at the end, on my way home, I thought I'd take a little stroll. Squeezed in a 22-minute walk. Wasn't really in the mood today, but I still did it. And I just talked to this nice man that down there. If you're familiar with this area, Nautical Mile, the gas station the man sold it to at Hilton. And they're closing down. He was like, I don't know where I'm going to get my gas from anymore. I don't know any other location. Look how still and gorgeous the water looks. How calm. It's ice-like. I'll talk gig talk in a moment. I just thought you would find this interesting. You know, walking on the dock. And it's just so beautiful. Even during days like this. Such a gorgeous view. But I learned something. County Marina, got to have your boats out by November. Huh. I guess it would be dangerous to leave your boats in the water. So hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Thought I'd go live on the way home. I'm close to home, and I thought I'd do a live. Oh. There we go. It came back. All right. Good afternoon. What's going on? Good afternoon. How are you? I did catch up. This week I worked mainly mornings, about 10:30 till about 2:30. I have to change my hours because it's, for me, I'll probably do it a handful more times, but not more than that. It's not worth going out in the evening anymore. I got to change my schedule, which is getting me prepared to getting on a more daytime schedule because eventually I'll be working with someone or doing something eventually. So it's a good deal. Hello, Don. How's it going? Good afternoon. So it's beautiful. It is a pretty, pretty place. Even when it's gray and it's chill in the air. No more gas station here. Wow. He was like, I don't know where I'm going to get my gas. They sold. And the place is empty. Wow. The Hilton, I'll show you guys. The Hilton bought this area here at the end of the Nautical Mile in Freeport, Long Island. That's what that man just told me. That used to be a gas station there. It was just there a couple of months ago. And they're building hotels at the end of the mile. It's going to bring a lot of local jobs to this area. And there's a catering place right here that I've mentioned several times. And it's coming along. There you go. That too is going to bring a lot of local jobs. Not everyone can travel. Not everyone. Let me try here. Not everyone wants to travel for work. So this is going to be revitalized. It's going to be like the post-Storm Sandy, the post-pandemic, the post-economy crashing. And we'll talk about that. This is an opportunity, guys. Everyone, it's an opportunity. If you can get in and invest, it's an opportunity. I don't want to go fast. I'll let that guy go. And I have a viewer. I haven't spoken with her in a while. I believe she lives in Georgia or Carolina, I forget. Her name's Aranka. And Aranka, I want to say thank you because a while back, I invested in Stellar Lumens. And I knew about them when they were 5 cents, but I bought them when they were 9 cents. And I left it. I just bought a handful and I left it. Well, I've been doing a lot of research in the past few weeks and I've been following the crypto craze because this is a reset, in my opinion. I'm going to do a very specific video about this topic, but in short, this is a reset. The pandemic, the digital currency transactions, digital transactions, the cryptocurrency, because I have a lot of proof that all the huge companies I do business with, I'll get into that in another video, I'm linking my crypto to them. And that wasn't available a few months ago. This world is changing. So thank you, Aranka. I've been really following the XRP, the Ripple, and I've been buying into it low. When I looked this morning, it was 26 cents a share. So I'll be doing a video over the weekend about that. I don't know if I'm going to do it tonight, but over the weekend, because I want to give you examples and I want to edit the video and I want to show you. Things are changing real quick, guys. But that's a part of this whole new change. A5, Prop 22. Someone asked me a few weeks ago, and I did reply back, but I really wasn't sure exactly what it was about. And I happen to feel that I did listen to high-profile people that hold high-profile positions about that industry, and they're claiming that instead of just watching YouTube channels, which is great because you get in the know, they're not telling the companies they have to take away the flexibility to the independent contractors that do food delivery or rideshare. But what they're fighting for is that at least the people, the workers, the independent contractors don't get completely used, because their beef is when all said and done, they're not getting paid for all the time that they're driving. They're not reaching minimum wage. There's got to be a middle ground. But what they're saying is that the few more news channel videos I watched about the topic, I did really listen to it yesterday and today while I was delivering in the morning, because I want to stay on top of it. It's because people are being used, workers are being used, exploited. And that's exactly what's going down because of the greed. And they have to be controlled, all these apps. And that includes Instacart, Shipt, all those kind of other jobs in addition to food delivery and rideshare. It's great to have the freedom. And what they're claiming is they're not telling these companies you got to take away the freedom, but there's got to be something in place protecting the workers, because there's so many people out there being used and they don't even know it. I don't know if a union would step in for that, but we are living in so many changes, and we're just living it, and we're watching it, and we're living it, and we're experiencing it as it goes on. It starts in California, and I haven't watched Pay to Drive because I needed to take a break from him. It's good to take a break. But he has said many times, and he's right, because even with other industries and, just life experience, if it starts in California, that means it's heading on its way to New York. And then it starts, just branching out to other states that follow. There's so much going on. So somebody asked me if I was pro. If they could keep at least half the flexibility and protect the people not to be exploited and used and work for free, I'm all for it, because there are people who love doing the food delivery gigs, rideshare gigs, the shopping jobs, the shopping gigs, and they deserve some kind of protection because the services are in demand. But it doesn't give these multi-billion and trillion-dollar companies the right to use people. And I'm sure there's a lot more to it, but I did finally catch up with it. And some people say if they hire more full-timers, they won't there'll be less part-time jobs out there. There'll be less openings for independent contractors. But then these new services that are in demand, and especially in the past few years, you know, they can create full-time jobs that offer benefits and perks, you know? So for me, it was a chapter, but I always knew it would be a chapter. And right now, I'm going into the end of the year working mainly days, working for like 2.5 to 3 hours. I'm going to go home, work on my business. I am finally taking the steps to look to see if there's something else with all the skill that I've developed, especially in the past 3 years. But I saw it as an opportunity, but I also don't want to be I see in a couple of years not doing food delivery, where many people, they see doing this for, a decade plus. They like the gigs. They like the ride share. They like the food delivery. They like the Uber Eats Direct, just as an example. And DoorDash is heading that way more. Delivery jobs from convenience stores, and the service is in demand. There are a lot of people that don't leave their homes. They need the service, they're willing to pay for it. Businesses will always be opened. Companies need people to deliver their lunches and their food and their products. The delivery business in general, especially if you look at the big picture, Amazon or Target or Walmart, all of the food stores and all the different areas of the United States, all over the country, they need the service. They need delivery drivers, just like they need specific shoppers in the stores. So these people, if they're willing to create full-time positions for people to hold full-time jobs for many years, they deserve some kind of perks. They deserve some kind of benefits. And that's where health insurance comes into play too. I'm really used to, and because I was raised that way, I'm just so used to paying my own insurance that I'm not fearful of it, even before Obamacare and all that. But a lot of people are not used to that. A lot of people are used to the security of knowing I'm working at least a minimum of 30 hours and I have my benefits and I have a job to go to every week. So there's a lot of different things going on. More doors are opening, more opportunities, and it's just never ending. This is a huge reset in the way the world works globally. The world is becoming more globally connected, and it's just a fact. And if you pretend that it's not happening, then you're going to be left in the dust and you're going to be lost one day. You're not going to know what to do. It's all connected. Because I watched a couple of videos that, you know what, it wasn't even a video. It was a news channel. Yeah, I see you. Got plenty of room. And you're not even older. I mean, I put my flashes on, I pulled over to the side, and you're honking at me. You're allowed to park here. I got off track. Even with the Uber Eats, DoorDash, Postmates, and the like, those kind of services, even Waiter in different parts of the United States, the country, I got off track. Oh, the digital currency is coming into play. Digital payments. It's already working. You pay via the app. You pay on the website. So that's all connected, guys. They're going to need stable coins. They're going to need crypto. It's all connected. You know, us rideshare and delivery drivers might be low on the pole, like the job status. However, without us, they don't have a platform. They don't have a business model. They're creating jobs, but now they should be regulated. Rules should be enforced. Policies should be created that these companies need to follow. Guidelines. And if they don't, they should pay a fine for not following them. I thought I would give an update on the way home. In another 5 minutes, I'm going to have to use that bathroom. I was very lucky today that I got to whittle at one place. I was so lucky. Not all at least half are saying no. They don't even want, you're not even in the restaurant area. You're not allowed. So I got lucky today. I was like, can I use your bathroom? And they were like, sure, go right ahead. I was like, oh boy. And the place was closed, but they let me slide in and use the bathroom. I really had to go. So I got very lucky. I know there aren't a lot of people watching, but you never know. YouTube is, oh, I'll check that out. I'm sorry. I wanted to give that update. I wanted to give, reply, give feedback. And it's 3:20 on a Friday, and I'm done. I'm not going out tonight. I happen to really I went out once this week at night. I like not working at night. It's time to create a new routine and stick to it. I plan on going out during the day tomorrow. And I'll go around the block just to save. I don't want somebody honking at me and getting mad at me for making an illegal turn. You can do it at 10 o'clock at night, but during a little rush hour, it's not a good move. And there are a lot of school buses out now, too. I'll read that in a moment. I'm sorry. So that's that. That's how I feel. I'm on top of it. Check out all the channels. Everybody has good information to share, what's going on in all the different areas. And the world is changing. You got to change with it. There's nothing wrong. We'll always need services provided. But the whole, currency thing is connected to every job. Every job. Paper checks are going to be obsolete. Well, I do receive direct, but there are companies out there already asking their employees, would you like to be partially paid in crypto and the rest in fiat, So there's a lot of changes going down. They've already made up their mind, the people in power. If they're offering the option, don't think that it's not happening. That's why I didn't want to be on the street. That's a perfect example. Because their fuses are short. There's more traffic now. Things are moving more slow. And people got used to nobody being on the road. A lot of honking today. Lots of honking. Oh. Instacart added the Sophia makeup store to their platform, and Indigo bookstore, no longer just groceries. Oh, Safara. I've heard of that. Indigo bookstore. Well, that's good to know. I did do a quick video a few days ago about, I just took some screenshots because videos are very time consuming. And I did do a 7-Eleven pickup last Sunday. That was the last night I worked. They got to move this car. And it's good to know that, a lot of people use the convenience stores. And the guy had the order prepared and he was like, nice to meet you. And they had their own specialty bag. I like that. In my area, it's like endless 7-Elevens. So that's good. I'm happy that they're branching out a bit. That means more opportunity because now things are going to evolve into a new way of providing a service, new services provided. Like nothing stays the same forever. So, and there was a new place I picked up today, and I was like, "Oh, may I have your menu?" I'll even give them a shout out. Bunch of young guys called the Diner Boys. It's in North America on Jerusalem Avenue. There's a little hub there, and I'll give them a try. They have burgers and stuff like that. Young guys, just one big square room with a beautiful front counter. Takeout, pickup joint. Instead of, there's no tables. It's just a little place that you pick up food. It's a takeout joint. The menu's pretty big. They got triple deckers, south of the border, gourmet grilled cheeses, wrapping paninis. Hungry for more burgers, salads, soup, a couple of steak sandwiches, but that kind of stuff. Greek treats. They have a little bit of everything. I hope they make it. They were very, very nice. Burgers and shakes, specialty shakes, and they had the deluxe machines. And they had one slicer, and they had a nice little kitchen, brand spanking new, not even a month old. Potato skins, all the old-time traditional bar favorites, mozzarella sticks, spinach pie, appetizer, baked stuffed clams, stuff like that. Buffalo chicken mac and cheese. Oh, that sounds really good. And fattening, I'll give it a go. Things are just changing. I got off track. So thanks for joining in. I support it. The more I think about it, there are a lot of people that want to do this for a living, and they deserve being backed up, and they deserve not to be used, and they deserve the benefits, they deserve the perks, and they deserve minimum wage in their area. I feel every area is different. Some places are more expensive to live than others. So each state, I would think, have their own minimum wage, right? I would think that. Like it costs, well, before the pandemic, it's a lot more money to live out in the city compared to the suburbs. I live in Long Island. There's a couple of dollar difference because it is a lot more expensive. So I guess that's that. I feel they deserve it. I feel I'm pro. Somebody asked me, I'm pro Proposition 22. Absolutely. I say pro, make the companies do the right thing by the people who earn them a lot of money. These are trillion-dollar companies now, not billions, trillions. And the little people deserve it. I'm Grubhub right now. Oh, good. I did a few. I did a few Grubhub and a few Uber. I said no to a handful. I said no to long distance too, and I'm really happy I did. I only drove, I think, 34 miles, and that 38 miles, and that included going to the shore, just to take 20 minutes and take a breather. Guys, have a good one. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for the info. See, they're expanding. They're branching out the companies. So I'm hoping to get more 7-Eleven orders, because I plan on working more days now. So I'm going to see the things changing. I really like the daytime much better. Much. I'll see you soon, guys. Have a great weekend. And I'm hoping to upload a very specific video about stock market investing. And I'm going to give you examples and show you. And crypto, and keep it short. Because there's so much information to share. And there is so much opportunity to get in that you could change your financial position for the better. I'll see you guys. Have a good one. Until next time. Bye.